There's always a new video out there of The Simpsons making absolutely insane predictions. Predictions that are so accurate, it's almost as if they knew what was going to happen. I mean, seriously, I've seen them predict Donald Trump becoming president, quarantine, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And the craziest part is, I was just trying to enjoy my day and wanted to watch an episode of The Simpsons. And out of nowhere, they start making some predictions that are so extremely accurate. Noticing all of these predictions, I went into a deep search to find as many predictions as I could. And today, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 different episodes where The Simpsons made predictions about robots and artificial intelligence. First episode, Itchy and Scratchy Land. The first episode that got me into this whole Simpsons and their predictions thing was episode 4 of season 6. The episode was called Itchy and Scratchy Land. When I clicked on it, I honestly thought it was just going to be one of those funny Simpsons episodes. But as I kept watching, I realized that the episode revolved around AI. In the episode, the Simpson family goes to an amusement park named Itchy and Scratchy Land. And at this park, there's itchy and scratchy robots. These robots look like the average cartoon robot, and they seem very mouse-themed. But this isn't the point of what I'm saying. The real interesting part of this episode was when, out of nowhere, the robots go completely rogue. They just start attacking all of the guests for no apparent reason. Now, you can easily say this was just an imaginary episode about childish robots, but we live in a time where robots and AI don't sound like such a crazy thing. It really puts into perspective the facts that these things could go rogue any day, and who knows what they'll do. After this episode, I was really trying to see what else The Simpsons predicted, and there are so many other episodes that have predictions within them. Second episode, Them Robot. In season 23, on episode 17, Mr. Burns, a Simpsons character, replaces a nuclear power plant's human workforce with robots to increase the efficiency. The robots do well for a little while, but they end up malfunctioning, and they just start causing chaos around the city of Springfield, which is the setting of The Simpsons show. Now, imagine if humans relied on robots and AI that much, to the point where we remove human workers from the workforce at all. If they just went rogue, not only would we probably be overpowered, but no one would be there to detect it early on. Third episode, Lisa gets an A. Here's another one. On episode 7 of season 10, Lisa starts becoming addicted to a video game. A lot of cartoon kids love video games, but the thing about Lisa is that she's an academically excellent student, but out of nowhere, all she wants to do is play this video game. She forgets to study for a test and has a brilliant idea. She decides that she's going to use a computer program that predicts questions on tests and answers the questions for her. This could be a prediction about the fact that education won't be taken seriously by kids anymore. It might sound far-fetched, but it's easier than ever to pass those tests in school, especially with the kind of technology that's around today. Fourth episode, Holidays of Future Past. This is the title of episode 9 of season 23. This episode is set in the future, and AI comes into play when Marge speaks to her family with hologram messages. And the Simpsons phone has a personal AI assistant, but out of nowhere, the AI gets infatuated with Marge and gets on a mission to kill Homer. What if AI in real life gets too attached to humans one day? Obviously, they'd have to be more conscious and intelligent, but I can honestly imagine things like this happening. Just imagine an AI coming after you. I definitely wouldn't want to be Homer. Fifth episode, My Fair Lady. Marge starts working for a ride-sharing company called YouFly. It's a company that uses AI for transport. Eventually, this company replaced all of the taxis in Springfield. In the episode, you can see how so many taxi drivers lose their jobs. And this isn't just a prediction, it's actually happening before our eyes. A statistic came out a couple weeks ago that shows that AI has the ability to replace 300 million jobs around the world. Sounds a lot like YouFly. I spoke about this statistic in my last video. I got a little bit more in depth about the 300 million jobs that humans might lose. You should definitely check it out, especially if you want to avoid getting your own job replaced. Sixth episode, Specs in the City. Mr. Burns decides to give his employees augmented reality glasses called Oogle Goggles. These goggles display personalized advertisements and allow Mr. Burns to see everything his employees were doing. Pretty weird, right? But just imagine if people could do that with our devices. Every single piece of technology has a front camera. Would we even know if people used AI to get access to it? 7th episode, Simpsarama. This is a crossover with Futurama, and in this episode, specifically episode 6 of season 26, there's a robot who is named Bender. Bender is from the year 3000, and Bender travels back in time to kill Bart. In the episode, Bender explains that this is to prevent a future disaster from happening. Now, a robot or AI may never travel back in time, but the point I'm trying to make is, what if an AI decided that the best thing it could do to prevent a bad thing from happening was to kill a human, or maybe even kill all humans? This could very well be possible. Although AI is designed to have some form of moral code within it, it will never think like a human, and in serious situations, the AI might just always do what will logically be the best, whether it's killing all humans or not. 8th episode, Days of Future Future. Now, this episode is where things get really interesting. The theme of this episode is basically that Homer will be dying numerous times, but the thing is, an AI will constantly keep bringing him back to life. Now, in a way, this could be seen as a prediction that AI will help medical fields in a very significant way, and will aid in saving human lives, but it might also find a way to stop the one thing that humans have never been able to even change: death. I personally don't know if this would be a good thing, because the concept of death is what motivates a lot of humans from wanting to achieve anything in life. 9th episode, The Girl Code. In this episode, Lisa and a bunch of her friends create an AI app. To them, it's just a fun idea, and they name their app Conrad. The app basically predicts the consequences of human actions. For example, if you asked what would happen if a human threw a rock at a window, it would give you an accurate consequence, which is that the car might have damages and you'll face legal issues. Now, again, this isn't even a distant prediction anymore. It's happening in real time. If you can ask ChatGPT right now what would happen if humans did certain things, it'd be able to tell you a pretty accurate consequence to the action. This is really interesting because it got me thinking, maybe the logical reasoning that AI has may be able to help humans in the future find solutions to a variety of different things, but it may also be used for evil by different kinds of people. 10th episode, Holidays of Future Past. I saved this episode for last because I want to expand on it a little bit. So in episode 9 of season 23, Homer and Marge get a Roomba-like robot. This robot's main function is to clean around the entire house, keeping it spotless. And obviously, cleaning is a very human task due to the fact that we have to do it every day. Whether it's showering, cleaning our room, washing dishes, cleaning is an absolute necessity for our lives. But these cleaning robots already exist. Matter of fact, they've been around for a couple of years, and they're only getting better and better. But this year, there are other companies who are trying to work on AI that is even more advanced. OpenAI is working on ChatGPT, but the thing is, this AI could be used in actual robots, and if it does get used in actual robots, then it'll be able to eliminate all of the tasks a human needs to do, and it'll eliminate it not by finding a solution to them forever, but by simply doing it for the human. There's actually some robots in the works that will do all of your dishes, and there's another one that does all of your cooking. And not just that, it'll do your cooking and then stock your fridge again and even clean up your kitchen. This goes to show that AI can easily be incorporated into everyday human life. Honestly, guys, I have no idea how The Simpsons have so many different episodes that predict so many different things. It's quite interesting, and the coolest part about it is that we're watching the predictions roll out in real time. We can see the improvement of AI, or even where it's going to go, and we can compare it to these predictions. It's quite eerie if you ask me. But anyways, guys, make sure you watch my last video, because that video isn't just about predictions, but it's about real-time changes that are happening in the AI industry, stuff that a lot of people don't know about yet. I highly recommend it. That's all for today, guys, but another video will be coming out extremely soon. Make sure you subscribe and click the bell so you know every time there's something new happening to AI. Oh, and don't forget to like the video too. I'll see you in the next video.